In today's video, I take hot glue, plastic spoons, and a Dollar Tree plant holder and turn them into not only one, but two pieces of gorgeous home decor, and you won't believe just how easy it was. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another video. So, today I'm making not only one, but two beautiful pieces of home decor, and I'm so excited to show you how simple this is. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is this will be a two-part video. So, we're going to work on both projects, kind of, bounce back and forth between the two. While things are drying, I'll work on the other one. But first, we're going to start off with the table. I'm going to tell you there's no easier way to make a decorative table than this. So what you want to do is go to Home Depot or Lowe's. They both sell these. They are pine wood and they're wood. I'm sorry. Of course they're wood. They are rounds. And they have two different sizes. This is the smaller of the two. I believe it's 14 inches. So pick up one of those. If you can't find one of those or you don't have a Home Depot or Lowe's near you, you can also go to Hobby Lobby and pick up a round piece of wood like this one here that they sell. They're usually 40% off. So I did not pay $15.99 for that. And it's got this nice concave back on it. So try to pick up one of those, or even off of Amazon, you can order a wood round in the size that you want. But anyway, you're going to need a wood round. And then what you're going to need is a Dollar Tree plant stand. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but they're in the Dollar Tree extra section, the things that aren't $1. I believe they're $5. And that is going to be an easy solution for the legs of the table. You can also go on Amazon or to Home Depot and order legs for tables, but this plant stand is the perfect fix. It's $5 and we don't have to use any hardware to attach it. So here is that plant stand, and you can see it's $5. So the next thing I need is some way to decorate my table. And this is the easiest solution. This is called mulberry paper. They sell it at Blick. They sell it online. It's a really soft piece of paper that is sold for mixed media. It's made from the fibers of a mulberry tree's bark, and it comes with decorative designs on it. I picked up this beautiful dragonfly design. If you don't want to use something like that at the Dollar Tree, they sell this magnificent wallpaper that you can buy, and it is so beautiful. I was stuck between this wallpaper and that dragonfly design, but I ended up choosing the dragonfly. So you can see here I have my outdoor patio, and I want to make a beautiful indoor-outdoor table for it. So I'm going with the dragonfly piece of mulberry paper, and what I'm going to do is flip it over. I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm going to coat the top of my wood circle with it. I'm going to make sure that I really cover those edges well, because we don't want this paper lifting on the edges, okay? So we're going to cover it in the Mod Podge. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to take the wood pine or wood circle. I'm just going to call it a wood circle. You know it's pine wood. And I'm going to flip it over onto the surface of the mulberry paper. You can see here I'm really taking my time to pat that Mod Podge in because I want it to be good and wet. And so we're going to flip it over onto the back side of the design, and we're going to let it dry for a few hours. And while that's drying, we are going to work on our second project. This is a vase from the Dollar Tree. And along with this vase, I picked up a couple of packs of plastic spoons. And what we're going to do is break the spoons and keep just the spoon part. Now, don't throw out these handles because those can also be used in the future for a different project. But we're going to break the spoons, and then we're going to use our handy dandy Dollar Tree glue gun to glue the spoons to the vase. Now, this is just a temporary hold. We're going to make them permanent in a bit, but first we need to get them onto the vase, and here is how. First, I'm going to put a dab of hot glue right on the rim, and then I'm going to attach the first spoon. Once I have that attached to the glass, I'm then going to start putting a dab of glue at the top and at the bottom of the spoon because I'll be able to line it up now that I have the first one on there. So here we go. I'm going to put a dab right at the top, and now I can line it up with the bottom of the other spoon and put a dab at the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to place the spoons on the first layer around the rim right next to each other. So off screen, I will put a spoon all the way around the upper area of that vase. And here it is. Now for the second row, I'm going to place a spoon in between each of those spoons. So we're going to fill in the gaps with one spoon. So for this one, I'm going to put a dab of glue on the spoon to the left and a dab of glue on the spoon to the right of the middle, if that makes sense. So you see there, I just put 2 dabs of glue to hold that spoon in place in between the two. And then I'm going to do that all around the second row. So here's the next gap. I'm going to put a dab of glue on that spoon, a dab of glue on the spoon next to it, and place this spoon in between the two. And we're going to do that around the entire second row until it's all filled in. So here that is, the second row is done. And I'm going to continue to fill in the gaps in between each spoon with another spoon until I get down to about halfway. Now you can do the entire vase if you want. I'm only going to go about halfway with the design. So here it is, once I filled in all of the gaps with the spoons. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinforce this. And I'm going to reinforce it with some UV resin. The UV resin will make it adhere to the glass and, more importantly, adhere each spoon to each other. So wherever I put a drop of glue to attach the spoons onto the vase is where I'm going to now put a drop of UV resin to secure it to the vase. And then I'm also going to put a drop of glue in between each spoon to adhere them to each other. So I'll put the little drop of UV resin and then I'll hover the light over it for 60 seconds, to cure it. Now, I'm going to do most of this off screen because it's just very repetitive. Again, all you're going to do is put a drop of the UV resin in between each spoon and then cure it with the light. Now, if you don't have UV resin, don't worry, okay? Just get out some varnish and seal this sucker good when you're done decorating it. And try not to be too rough with it. They will stay on for a while, but this is really a great way to keep them on there permanently. I mean, I've seen a lot of people that do stuff with hot glue on glass and it lasts a while. I have a vase I made years ago that it's still holding up. It's just, if you knock into it or something, you don't want to knock one of those spoons off. So that's why I like to secure it with the UV resin. And hopefully you all have your UV resin kits from the link in the description of this video because they are a very important tool to have in your craft room. So now I'm going to spray paint this with some beautiful Montana black spray paint, which is actually gold. That black is just the name of the company or the line. And here it is, all spray painted gold, but we're not done yet. I want this to kind of match with my little table, which it would have matched with with just being gold, but I had this idea to put these little glue drops on the vase. So I just got out a piece of parchment paper, made some random glue drops, and then I ended up painting them in a dark green. So I'm just going to dab those with a little bit of acrylic paint and let them dry off to the side. Now, while those are drying, we are going to get back to our wood rounds. So we're going to trim off the excess paper. And when you do this, make sure that you save that excess mulberry paper because you can do a lot of fun projects or use this for a lot of fun projects. And it's a really beautiful paper. So now look at that. Look how freaking beautiful that is. All we did was glue a piece of paper to a piece of wood, and it is just gorgeous. But of course, you know me, I want to zhuzh it up a bit. So I'm going to take some clear glue and some glitter. I'm going to make my own homemade glitter glue. And I'm going to paint a few areas on the dragonfly wings just so they have a little bit of twinkle. Now, here's a tip. If you want full coverage glitter, make it thick like this, okay? You won't be able to see it. It will be a patch of pure glitter. If you want just a little twinkle, have more glue than glitter in the cup. So you can see here, it's a clear glue with just a little bit of twinkle. I hope you see the difference there. That's what I want, just a little bit of a twinkle, not an overpowering blast your eyeballs out of the socket kind of sparkle. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just paint a few areas on the dragonfly wings. And a lot of this I'm cutting short because it's just repetitive. I'm not going to make you watch me paint every single dragonfly wing. But anyway, here's what they look. And it just made it look even more prettier to me. So we're going to let that dry. Again, I told you we're bouncing back and forth in between projects. And now we're going to come back to our vase that has dried from the spray painting. And we are going to put some of that beautiful sparkle all over the surface of our vase. This vase reminds me of a dragon egg. It has a really cool look to it. It's very unique. Um, I like to make things that you can't find in the stores. And I mean, for a couple of bucks, look at the cute little vase I've made so far. So now we're going to let that dry. And then once it's dry, we're going to add our little green glue drops to it. Now, I don't know, maybe I should have left these off, but I thought it was a fun little addition. So I put a little drop of the hot glue in between each spoon, and then I placed one of my cured or dried glue drops that I painted on top of the hot glue. And you see, I'm wearing gloves because I'm telling you, I kept getting a hot glue on my fingertip and it burns, believe it or not. But anyway, here it is. Look at that sparkle. Boy, oh boy, my camera couldn't even handle it. It was so bright. But anyway, let's get back to our table and finish that off because I'm telling you, these were two really simple projects that created two beautiful pieces of home decor. I mean, they were so simple to do. So here is real resin. This is a coating resin, an art resin. And what I'm doing is I'm pouring it over the surface of the table and I'm going to gently massage it into the surface of that mulberry paper and rub it into the sides of the wood. And this is going to give this thing a look that is going to take it 10 times higher. Now, you may be wondering, can you put this outside with the sun? It's coated in resin. It will affect it over time. However, I'm going to have a cover for it. They sell these little mini outdoor furniture covers that you can cover it with, so it's not going to get pelted with rain and all that. And I'll be honest with you, if it gets destroyed in 2 years, it costs me all of $20 to make. So just love the way it looks out on my patio. But if you want to make something like this for inside, you can definitely leave it inside. It is just a beauty. So now here's how we finish this. You're going to take one of these plant stands. You're going to put a little, not a little, you're going to put a bunch of glue onto the surface of this plant stand. I recommend a really strong glue, like a Gorilla Glue. And you're going to sit your wood round right on top of it, and you have an instant table. Look at how pretty this looks on my patio. It's a custom piece of home decor that if you found something like that online, no lie, you'd probably pay at least $150. And I made it for what, under 30. So yeah, I really, really love the idea of doing this. And I'm going to go pick up some more of those plant stands because they do come in handy to make pieces of furniture and whatever else I could figure out to do with them. So here it is with my little candle that I made, my candle holder, I should say. And it just looks so pretty. I love it. Let me show you what this looks like lit up at night. So here it is. Imagine sitting out at night and you have this cute little table and your little candle vase with candle burning in it. Now, I did choose to just put a fake tea light in there that flickers from the Dollar Tree. If you want, you could put some fairy lights in it. I mean, it's really, really pretty. So, my friends, I wanted to let you know that I appreciate you for joining me again today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click like on the way out. And if you would kindly leave a comment, I would truly appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Even if you don't want to type, just put a little emoji in the comments. And also, if you could hype the video, that's a new feature that I have not been talking about. It just tells YouTube, hey, we like this video. And the more people that hype it, the more YouTube will show my video to other people that maybe have not seen my channel yet. So I would truly appreciate it if you could do that. I love you all. I want to thank you so, so very much for joining me. And until the next time, which is next Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, happy creating!